The lady on the front of this is Pink. That's what she goes by. She seems to believe it's okay to mutilate children for her pleasure, specifically male children. And how dare anybody speak up about that? What a disgusting person. Pink is trash. I love the color pink. But the singer, yeah, you know what? We shouldn't be chopping up little boys' genitalia and pretending that it's okay, especially, well, we get to hear about how horrible it is in other countries. Do we stop to recognize how horrible it is in this country, especially for men? I didn't have a choice over whether or not my genitalia was mutilated when I was born. The decision was made for me. Now let's get to the thank yous. Why am I thankful to all these people? Well, I'm thankful to Ashley for knocking off the meanness. I'm thankful to Jeff for not taking part in it. I'm thankful to Scott and Charlie for speaking with her and asking her to stop. I'm thankful that Ashley stopped. I got plenty to be thankful for. There's also a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be thankful for. I'm not going to be thankful for having to go to a fucking child molester, a rapist, or a murderer. I'm not going to be happy about going to somebody like that for help, whether they have a badge or not. Charlie and Tiffany, as far as the issues that they've had with me, well, not with me, I suppose. The issues surrounding my situation. Well, I've gotten to see with my own two eyes how real those situations are. I got to see with my own two eyes and record on this very channel the flat tire they had. Yeah, that makes it a little difficult to keep your appointments. There's a lot of people here who I've spoken up about on my YouTube channel, and I've been told that's not an appropriate place to do it. Well, actually it is. You can't expect the victim to be just shoved in the corner. You can't expect them to go to the back of the bus and just shut up. When it comes to the street folks, yeah, there's a lot of them I'm not fucking happy with. There's a lot of things they've done that I'm not fucking happy with at all. But it comes down individually to each hobo. Not every single hobo out here is taking part in victimizing me. Not every single person at the hospital took part in assaulting me. As we all know, the hospital, in all this time, literally dozens of calls to the hospital where someone was going to call me back. They have literally never once done so. By law, they should have done something about it right away. And a lot of these homeless people, I need their help in making that happen. But also, it has to be people who are honest. If you're a drug addict, you got to be able and willing to admit it. You can't hide from your sins. or pawn them off on others. You have to admit where you screwed up. If you can do that, you're a better person than every person that you've met in your lifetime. Some people will take the credit for small mistakes. A lot of people will take credit for small mistakes. But when they mess up big, it's your fault as the victim. That's the way that they're going to play it. That's the way they're going to spray it. Anyway, I'm thankful for Ashley. There's also that Amanda lady, and I'm thankful for her too. Just not for the reasons you might think. Cops are horrible people. You can't be a police officer and a good person. It's not possible. That's why no matter how much you want to tell me about how your uncle's a good cop, I don't fucking know your uncle. And I don't know you. And I'm not going to believe something just because you said it. There's a guy recently who, well, he's been in prison for a while. But they did an interview with a couple of his children. And they talk about how much they hate what their father did. They hate that he was that kind of a person. But also they speak about how they had no idea their father was such a loving man. He was so good to them. How could he possibly go out and kill people? That's not their dad. Their dad wouldn't go out and kill people. Their dad was good to them, always good to them. They had to find out from the news that their dad killed people. Find out from the news. That's right. And now they hate their father. And they talk about how he pulled the wool over their eyes. How they thought he loved them. No, he probably did. He probably did love his kids. But here's the thing, is that this guy was convicted not just of killing people, he raped them and killed them. And of course, what kids going through life are going to be mentally okay after finding out that their dad, this loving man, kind of like this wonderful officer who's your uncle, right, did such horrible things. But when he's an officer, you say, oh, they're probably just talking trash because he's a cop. They're just trying to get vengeance. They're just trying to get revenge. They didn't get what they wanted right when they wanted it. No, fuck all of you. If your uncle's a fucking cop and you're sticking up for him, you are complete shit. If your dad is a cop and you're sticking up for him, you are complete shit. Not because he's your dad, but because he's a fucking cop. Do you go to work with your dad every day? Do you see how he treats homeless people? Or are you just talking out your ass? Reality is, you're talking out your ass. I'm thankful for Ashley. If she wants to work together to put these son of a bitches in prison, I'm still down. As far as Jeff goes, I have no issues with him whatsoever. None. He always talks to me like I'm a person or minds his fucking business. Easy to respect him. When I say I have zero respect for anybody, y'all can see plainly that that's not how it really is. We're all human beings. What I'm fighting for is the right to be treated like a fucking human being. That means if people fucking hurt me, then I can speak up without being fucking victimized by the goddamn cops, including your dumbass uncle.